Oh, good evening, everybody. It's Penny here from Shall Do Well. We're only going to be opening one oyster tonight, and that's a regular, and it's for Janet in Norfolk, in Goulston actually. She lives in Goulston. She's recovering from an operation, you know, a little bit of a nip and tuck. I'm not quite 100% sure, but I'm wishing you all the best, Janet. I'm thinking about you. And I understand you are a fellow southerner, which is great, isn't it? But I'm not saying it, no, I'm not putting down anybody else from any other parts of the country, because my friend Zelda is from Bradford. And she's here tonight, and she's going to be helping me. Because earlier on we had a séance and had a few people round, so we're, you know, a little bit tired. It's mentally draining, but we're going to get over it, aren't we, Zelda?
Yes, of course, darling.
We'll be all right, won't we, mate?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Huey's watching the football, so he won't be on a timed game.
No, he's missing tonight.
Anyway, let me get back to what we're doing tonight. It's adult night again, because everybody enjoyed it so much, and I just keep thinking about butternut squashes. In fact, I've done a few recipes with butternut squashes. I looked after them a little bit first and then we cooked them. But anyway, I won't talk about that. Let's get back to the price list. Regular oyster, £25, and you'll get a few pearls. Then you've got the monster, which is £40. And you are guaranteed to get quite a few pulls out of a monster. And everybody loves a monster. And then we have the bunker, which is a bit of a smelly one. It is a bit smelly. But let's face it, most things that are a bit smelly have the best things in them, don't they? You know, they say where there's muck, there's money. And it shall do well. We like a bit of muck. And we like a bit of money. And there is the Shall Do Well special. It's a surprise, but you have to personal message me on Facebook to find out what it is. It's worth it. Isn't it, Belle? It's really worth it. Anyway, Janet, back in Norfolk. I'm going to get on with this now, because I know you might, well, you don't know because it's a surprise, isn't it? But it's a regular, so, you know, that will be lovely. And if you want to look on our jewellery site and have a little look at our jewellery, we can always put it in a piece of jewellery for you. Just going to have a swig because my throat went. Right. Here we go. Now, regular viewers might be wondering what I have on my lips. It is a compound that we make here with all natural ingredients. What we do is we use our mortar and pestle, and we use actual very misshapen pearls, bash them all up. Then we mix them with a nice natural substance and turn it into lipstick, which is very 1960s, don't you think? I look a bit like Dusty with dark hair. Anyway, back to the job in hand. Here we go. Ready, Janet? I hope you're watching. I've been told that you are. Oh. Well, it's not too soggy, that's always a good sign. And it's a dear little oyster actually, it's rather lovely. I'll just pop that down there. Oh!
Butterfingers!
Oh!
It's a jumping one.
It must have got damaged in the way over from China. Oh dear. Anyway, it's not completely open, it's just a hole.
Oh.
Right, I've got this Stanley knife out. No, I've got my... No, I can't call it a Stanley knife, because that's against copyright, isn't it? I've got my sharp blade. Now, my dad always used to say, cut away from yourself, so I'm going to do that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh! I've never had one like this before. And where they're damaged, I'm going to have to get on to my supplier. Hey, Zelda.
Oh, terrible.
It's a bit naughty, isn't it?
Complain
I
tomorrow.
don't think it's going to be so smelly because it was open already.
Oh. I'll be
Oh.
onto them.
You'll be onto them, will
I
you?
will.
Will you?
Yes. I'm going to be
Okay,
very
that's
annoyed.
good. That's good. All right, I think I've loosened it all now. Oh, it's a nice little oyster, this.
Let's hope it is.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness! I have never seen so many pearls in all my life. Let me get rid of the soggy bits. My cats enjoyed the last one, you know. Oh, I've never seen so many pearls. Lord, there's pearls everywhere.
Marvellous.
Wow. I'm going to have to get a cloth on here. They're everywhere. I've got a nice gold cloth. Reminds me of money. I'm just going to pop them over there. And there's even more here. There's absolutely loads. No black ones though.
Oh dear. Well done.
Black pearl,
Well
precious
done.
little girl. Oh, I used to love that song. I used to love that song back in the day. That's what they say these days. Back in the day. Like it was a fucking 100 years ago, like, innit? Zelda. You wouldn't believe it, would you?
No.
Don't really seems like 5 minutes ago, innit?
Innit?
Innit? Oh, I've never seen so many pearls.
There's a lot in there.
There's absolutely hundreds.
Fabulous.
Wow. 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 I'm amazed. And there's more. Right, Janet. What a lucky girl you are.
It's a record.
It's a record. I'm just going to give them a nice little buff, and then I'll put them on something so you can see your pearls. This is the way we buff our pearls, buff our pearls, buff our pearls. This is the way we buff our pearls on a Friday night in. I nearly said where we're from. Somewhere in Essex. Don't want people coming round the door, do we?
Bloody
Nicking
fuck.
our pearls.
Bloody fuck, I don't live in Essex.
What the bloody fuck? Right, Janet. I've given him a nice clean for you. Well, it's a beautiful little oyster. I've never seen so many pearls. I've got a nice bit of clute here. I'm going to pop them on. Not Pop-a-Dom. No. Anyway, so we're talking about sexual shaped objects this week. Not objects, things that glow, that can look a bit like naughty things. Like my big toadstool. What do you think of that? Can you see my big toadstool? I think it's very lovely. But somebody else might say it's a little bit like a phallus. Then we have my little toadstools. I'll just move Mr. Foldy Roll. I've got my little ones. You see, they look a bit like a penis helmet, which is actually called the glans penis. That is the gland at the end of the penis that looks slightly like a mushroom. So mushrooms are very phallic-like. We can say that, can't we? And also cactus. They grow up like a penis, don't they? Well, anyway, keep your comments coming in. I've just found 2 more pearls. Oh, Janet, you're a very lucky girl. You really are a lucky girl. Let me give them a little rub. As you know, when they first come out, they're a little bit slimy and they're a little bit dull, but they soon, if you fondle them, you've got to fondle your pearls, give them a nice fondle, and they will get nice and shiny. So I'm going to pop them on here, and I'll bring them over. Oh my goodness, you've got loads, Janet. I need to count these for you. Oh goodness me, I've never seen so many in one little oyster. So anyway, it shall do well. Our regular oysters can have vast amounts of pearls in them. You just never know. Shall do well. I was a little bit naffed off with the supplier because he left it open, but come up trumps in the end. Not Trump. Anyway, let me mention this. Oh, let me mention this to you. One of my regulars, he quite likes a special every now and again. Bradford messages me and he has a special oyster every so often. He sent me this wonderful little lemon because you know when I did my last broadcast, I mentioned about the lemon and the contraceptive values that they used to think years ago, and he sent me this lemon, and it's you know, it's getting a bit hard now and a bit frazzled up, but it's actually Donald Trump. Donald Trump the lemon. I'm just going to throw it over to my mate. And he'll show you. Donald Trump the lemon. Well, anyway, thank you for sending that in. I do enjoy things people send me. Yeah, it's very kind of you. I do appreciate it. Well, let me count these pills. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Zelda, 55.
So as I said, it's a
60.
record.
It's a record.
It's an absolute
Janet,
record. Janet, well
in
done.
Basildon. Sorry, my trousers were falling down. You have, it was 60, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You have 60 lovely, shiny, well not quite so shiny because they need buffing, pearls. Can you see that all right? How are they? Can you see them all right? Are they lovely? Yeah. Smashing. Let's get them in an envelope for you. And we'll get them off to you first class. Now I must mention, if you also want the shell, I know this is a gift to you, Janet,